Joining me today is one of my dear friends I've known over 30 years, Mr. Horace Notice. How you doing, Horace?
I'm fine.
Good. What are you doing with yourself nowadays?
Well, I'm a London black cab driver
Yeah?
for the past 10 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right, well, let's talk about your boxing career. When did you first start boxing?
As an amateur, I started boxing in 1981.
Right.
Yeah. Yes, 1981.
As for nationals,
I was a late starter.
how old was you?
I was 23 years old at the time.
23?
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
So what was your ambitions? When you started into boxing, what do you think you'll achieve?
Okay, I maybe trained for maybe about 8 weeks in 1980.
Yeah.
That's roughly about the time when Frank won the ABA,
Yeah.
but I wasn't dedicated. And come December 1980, I got redundant. I was working in Birmingham as a panel beater,
Yeah.
and I returned back to the gym in January 1981, and I decided I'm going to take it more seriously this time.
Yeah.
I didn't just want to just box as an amateur. I want to go on to box as a pro. I think I had a 37 amateur fights total.
Right.
Yeah.
You boxed Harold Hilton twice.
Yes, I boxed him in the 1982 amateur final, and I lost.
And he went to the Commonwealth Games.
Yeah, he went to the Commonwealth Games, and at the time I wanted a return, but they made up some excuse that he wasn't training because I saw him in the quarterfinal and the semifinal, and I said to myself, this guy can't beat me. Maybe I underrate him, and maybe that's why I got stopped. Yeah, but it was only because of the 3 knockdown rule.
Yeah.
And obviously, I think the third time, I didn't think he catch me. It just happened that he threw a punch, I slipped, and the referee thought he caught me.
Yeah.
And count me out.
And then you won. You beat him the year later.
Yes, yes,
The ABA finals, 1983.
yes,
Well, it was at Wembley, wasn't it?
yeah.
So what? After that, what was your decision? Was you going to stay amateur, or was you approached?
At the time, I was living in London at the time. I moved on to London. I think it was January '83, and once in a while I used to go over and spar with Frank. So Lawless was a good manager. I decided to go with him.
So do you remember your first fight?
My first fight was against Andrew Gerrard.
Andrew Gerrard, the Welsh geezer.
Yeah,
The Welsh guy, yeah.
yeah, which I won on points.
Yeah. Oh. And when you first challenged for the British title?
That was, I think, April '86.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Who was that against?
you are Corey.
Oh, Trevor Curry.
Yeah, yeah.
That went the distance, didn't it?
No, I stopped him in the 6th round.
Oh, where was that?
That was the Isle of Man.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Was that the night Jimmy Cable? Did Jimmy Cable box Prince Rodney then?
No, it was Terry Marsh.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, Terry Marsh. Yeah.
So what was it, a Frank Warren show?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You boxed Trevor Curry twice.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you boxed for the Commonwealth.
No, I boxed Trevor Curry for the British title, and the Commonwealth title was vacant, so that was thrown in because it was given up by Trevor Berbick, who was the Commonwealth champion at the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think you would have beaten Berbick?
No, because I needed more. I was
Experience.
inexperienced at the time.
Yeah,
for
yeah.
a fighter like him. Yeah.
So when you were at the Commonwealth, what about your defences? What do you remember about your defences?
My first defence was the Commonwealth title against Kilimanjaro.
Proud Kilimanjaro.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah.
What do you remember about that?
Well, I didn't box for I think about 10 months because after winning the British and Commonwealth champion, I don't remember his names, Mike
Jameson?
Jameson,
Yeah.
yes.
Bruno boxed him as well.
Yes, yeah. And then I was supposed to box on the Tim Witherspoon, Frank Bruno.
Oh, Wembley, yeah.
Yes, and I got injury.
That's when I first met you.
Yes, yes. So I didn't box for about 10 months. So when I fight Kilimanjaro, I think there was a bit of ring rust as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, which I have to shake off. So,
Right. So what about Dave Garside?
yeah, he was my second defense.
Yeah.
I defend both the British and Commonwealth championship at Wembley.
Yeah.
I think that was May 87.
Yeah, that's right. And then you boxed Paul Lister after that.
Yeah, I boxed Paul Lister, I think October.
Wembley.
No, that
No,
was
December. No, November.
Yeah, is it November?
Yeah, November.
Yeah, and was it?
87.
Yeah.
Then a month later, you boxed Dean Waters.
Dean Waters.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was my
Next month.
Yeah.
A month later.
Yes.
Do people do it? People wouldn't do that nowadays.
Yeah. I don't know. Dean Waters. Yeah, it was. Yeah, could be about a
Yeah,
month.
because you boxed Paul Lister on the 3rd of November.
Yeah.
Then you boxed Dean Waters on the 2nd of December.
Yes. Yeah.
Wow. That's incredible.
Yeah.
A British heavyweight champion fighting 4 weeks later.
Well, at the time I need the fight, so
Yeah,
I wouldn't say no. Yeah.
And then your last fight was Trevor Curry.
Yeah, Trevor Curry, in I think April.
March 88.
Is March 88?
Yeah.
Yeah.
York Hall.
Yeah, that was my last fight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So your last fight, what was you going to look at? Because if I remember, it was going to be Francisco Damiani, wasn't it?
Yes, I was the first fight as Francisco Damiani. That maybe would have been in, I think, October, November.
Yeah.
88. But maybe, I don't think he wanted to fight me. But because in his previous fight, they were picking easier fights for him.
Of course they do, yeah.
Yeah, so
You think you'd have done him?
he was forced
Yeah.
to defend against me. He's not by choice. He
Yeah.
was forced to defend against me.
What happened? Why did it happen?
Well, he wouldn't fight me. I becomes maybe the number 1 contender to his title. So it went to press offer. They won the press offer. But
Yeah.
all at the time, I was just waiting on a date, just training, waiting on a date, and before that happened, I got injury.
Right.
Yeah, detached retina in both eyes.
Both eyes.
Yeah.
How did you find that out?
Well, I had cataract in my left eye maybe about a year before, which I could fight with that, and it's very strange because I didn't spar or do anything for about 6 weeks when I noticed my eyes was a bit foggy, a bit funny. And I went to the doctor. Tara and I went to the doctor, and he said I had detached retina in my left eye. Then he tested my right eye, which I didn't know or see any difference in that eye. As far as I know, it was just my left eye. And when he put his hand, he said close my left eye. And when he put his hand somewhere here, so I couldn't see his finger.
Right.
So I had to have an emergency operation right there and then.
Okay, who paid for that? You had to pay for it, or did...
No, I think it was NHS at the time, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then you decided to retire?
Yeah. Well, I had to retire in a way because with the chest retina in one eye, you may get a chance, but not with both eyes.
So what did you do after that, after you retired from boxing? You met a young lady?
Yes, well, I do a bit of coaching, but didn't have enough fight to say make a living. And then again, when you get some fighters who are not, you're giving 100% and they're not giving 100%,
Yeah.
and they went in and lose, it's as if I am losing.
Yeah.
So I decided to go back to college to learn a bit of plastering and work as a plasterer.
Well, what other boxes do you train? You trained on Hunnigan?
I did, train him for, I think, one fight. I trained Kid Milo, I trained Derek Williams, I trained Ian Strudwick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you met Jackie Gordon Lawrence.
Yes.
How did you meet her?
Well, she and my cousins, they worked together in theatre and things like that. And my cousin had a birthday, a party, and I didn't. It just happened as I got tied up, I didn't get to go. So my cousin rang me up and say, "How comes you didn't come to my party?" And just by maybe joke, she get on the phone and start talking, and we actually talked maybe for about a good 6 weeks before we actually meet each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you got married. What year did you get married?
August 92.
Oh,
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
Good you remember?
Yeah.
I was there. I
Yes.
videoed it.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
And your daughters?
No, only Naomi was born at the time.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I filmed your daughter's christenings. Naomi. No, or was it Amelia I filmed?
Maybe Amelia.
Yeah. How old are they now?
Naomi's 32, Amelia is 28.
And what's Jackie doing?
She's a police station rep at the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what funny stories do you remember from years ago? Boxing stories. I know the famous story about the night we went to see Luther Vandross.
Yes.
Do you remember that?
Yes, I
Tell
remember.
us your recollection.
Okay. I think Gary was the man who wanted to go after the concert. Wanted to go behind the stage to see Luther, and one of the security, when it was passing, didn't want to let us in. So Gary jokingly, "Oh, I know the way," and opened the door and was just walked straight outside.
Yeah. We ended up in the alleyway, didn't we?
Yes.
You had me, you and Gary.
Yeah.
But on that night, there was me, you, Gary's business partner Lennox,
Yes.
Frank Bruno, and Steve Lawless.
Yeah.
And when we got there, the Gary's tickets were right at the back, but the security put us down the front.
Yes.
About 3 rows from the front.
Yeah.
We all sat down there. After about 3 songs, the people whose seats we were in turned up, didn't they?
Yeah.
We had to move.
Yeah.
So I had to run around trying to find seats.
Yeah.
That was just so funny. What a funny experience that was. You know. Yeah, we had many good times with Gary.
Yeah.
His birthday party. Went to some club down in Chatham, was it? Maidstone, Chatham?
Yes.
It's just so very sad to, you know. But you've worked to help a nice little video man when he boxed, when he made his comeback fights on the unlicensed circuit.
Oh, yes.
Who's that?
That was Eric Guy.
Yeah. We had two fights in '96. You was in my corner, and then done my charity fight a couple of years ago. When I boxed 4 champions in my corner again.
Yes.
You've always been a friend. We're friends for life, Horace. You know that, don't you?
Yes.
So, anything you want to say to anyone? Because I'm going to put this up. So, anyone who want to say anything to you? Might be some fans out there still.
Oh, well, I'm here with my good friend Eric Guy and wish everyone a happy life.
Cheers, Horace.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.